So Harry Kane has come out this week and said that he wants to basically leave Tottenham Hotspur this week. Well, not just this week, in this summer transfer window. It's a bit of a tricky one because Daniel Levy, his agent, said he's not been very good with him and how he's dealt with Kane and the whole Super League and everything like that. Kane's been a bit put off by it, let's just say. And he wants to leave, of course, to win trophies. He said that this week with Gary Neville in this overlap interview. I think it was on Sky Sports. He said that he wants to win trophies and that's his big aim. First, I'm going to ask a couple of questions. So firstly, Alex, why do you think Harry Kane wants to leave, in your opinion?
Trophies. I mean, that's pretty much all of it for me. Like Spurs, except the Champions League final, haven't really come close, and even that, they weren't very good all the way through it. They got a bit lucky against Ajax, and then got demolished by Liverpool in the final. So that's one of the reasons. And also, he's like a very, very good player. And I think if he wants to be known as like that Premier League icon, like the Alan Shearers, he's almost at that level, and he has to move somewhere where he can like win the league, win the Champions League, because he's good enough to do it. And although I can't see a team that'd go for him, because I've spoken to a lot of City fans this week, and they pretty much don't want him. They'd much rather have Haaland. And he's going to cost any team that wants him an awful lot of money. It's going to be hard for him to leave, but yeah, he's going to have to go somewhere that will win trophies.
Joe, what do you think? Before we go on to the clubs that he would go on to, what do you think other factors come into with the trophies? Anything else? Or is it just the trophies that's the main focus for him?
Well, he said like halfway through the year that he'd rather win team trophies than individual awards. And Spurs haven't given him the opportunity to do that. And he's been there ages. And there was an Instagram post, I think it was talking about the interview with Roy Keane. And even the Spurs fans were like, Harry, you've been great. You've shown us so much dedication. Just go now, no one's going to bear any hard feelings against you. Because like everyone can see that he's far outclassed Tottenham.
Yeah.
I think he's too good for that team.
Yeah, so now we'll talk about his sort of a desired destination where he can win trophies. Now, it has been quoted this week that Daniel Levy's only going to let him go for around 150 million, which is a heck of a lot of money. But where do you think is the place for him that he can go, Alex? Would it be an English team, or would he have to delve out to another European team, such as a Real Madrid?
I can't really see him leaving like the Premier League. He obviously said a few times he wants to win the Premier League, as he's always been in the Premier League. He's scored so many goals there. But I don't think he's going to go to a London team. I can't see him go to Man United. Can't see him go to Liverpool. That leaves City. And if City don't want him, then he's not going to go anywhere in the Premier League. So even though like you've seen like your Gary Linekers and your Michael Owens go to Barcelona, Real Madrid, I feel like that's sort of died down now. Real Madrid and Barcelona aren't like exactly the same prospect. So although I can't really see a world where he leaves the Premier League, that's pretty much the only way he can go.
I think he will go international.
Yeah, whereabouts do you think he'll go? 3 clubs where you're picking him?
Somewhere in Germany, maybe. Spain. I'm not sure which clubs. Or France. I don't think he'll go Italy because there's just no point.
For Ronaldo, he's going to be second best all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
PSG.
Where would he fit in PSG though?
I presume he'll play up front with Mbappe and Neymar on the wings.
Yeah, but would he fit with Mbappe? Because Mbappe is really quick. You don't want Harry Kane who can't turn, can't run.
Well, I suppose when Mourinho played him, like when, of course, United got beat 6-1, and from then on, he sort of played Kane as a sort of like a false 9, which ultimately let the players such as Son go forwards and around him to like penetrate the back of the defence while he's brought the centre-backs out. So that's the only way I could figure him out doing it, a bit like De Bruyne has done this season for City.
But you turn Mbappe into just assists. Mbappe wouldn't score. And then you're not utilising Kylian Mbappe, who's one of the best players in the world right now.
I'm trying to think. People have said this week, why go and spend all this money on Harry Kane? He's he's 27. Why don't you go and spend it on Haaland? This is like to Manchester City. Why go and spend it on Haaland? He's 21. He's already done really good stuff. He's one for the future. He's got, well, if Ronaldo's staying at the moment, if Haaland can reach him, it looks like he's got another 14 years left of him of absolute dominance if he carries on his form. Would you not go for Haaland instead? A more viable option.
But would Dortmund part with him?
I think for the right fee, I think he would. I mean, they were quoting this season 80 million. That will definitely go up.
No, it won't be. It won't be 80 million. 200
Yeah, no.
maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely going to go up. But then Dortmund, I've been known to sell players a little bit too cheaper in recent years, especially with the likes of Lewandowski going to Bayern, Goetze.
But if they're selling
Shinji Kagawa.
Haaland for 80, we'd buy him.
He had a release clause as well, didn't he? There's something in his
Yeah.
contract which says around the 80 million mark. So I'm surprised no one's gone in for that.